Welcome back to the broadcast. We're having a lot of fun today, and I'm so excited because I get to present to you, in case you haven't seen it, the newest disease that you can go get medication for if you're having trouble with this. It's called pseudobulbar effect. And what this means is if you start laughing hysterically and you can't stop, but you're just laughing, or if you're crying and you can't control the tears, you're a really sick person and you need some help. And so they've come up with a medication that if you're happily laughing or crying out of grief, you need to take a pill to get rid of that, because we don't need to see people laughing uncontrollably.
Wait, is this a real thing, or
yes,
you
it is a real
uncontrollable? Here's the funny thing about it.
It's called church giggles.
Stuart and I were watching on Bravo. We were watching Courtney Loves Dallas, and that's where we saw the commercial for it on Bravo. We thought it was a joke.
No, it's true.
But it is a real thing, and it's when it's uncontrollable. When have you met those people who get really awkward or like they'll say, "I'm so sorry that you're hurt. I laugh when I'm."
They're
I'm
not.
sorry that you just fell and hurt yourself, and I'm laughing.
Well, wait a minute.
hysterically.
They don't need a pill. They're just that kind of person. So what if they laugh? We need more laughter. We need uncontrollable laughter, and it replaces guns. And you ought to like that.
So I hope
that's right. And if you're crying because something affects you, somebody will shove a pill in your face.
I wish they could give people pills so they would laugh more.
I do too.
Because there are so many people that it's like, just have a laugh. This is funny. Like, chill out. Like, people that get like worked up about things, I'm like, just calm down. We're all like, I was walking the dog last night, and this guy, I guess like this person was in the wrong lane and tried to scoot over and then stopped, and this all happened in front of me. This guy pulls up next to this car that is like clearly lost. Rolls down the window and says, "Are you stupid?" I'm like, "Aw, just laugh. Like, it's fine. We're all gonna get where we're going. It's fine. You want to meet my dog?"
If you need to laugh, you can just watch The Bachelor and Juan Pablo with his English as a second language.
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculousness.
Okay, well, something that a lot of people aren't laughing about. So Mondays, you know, is Bachelor Mondays, and Juan Pablo, who's the new Bachelor, who's Venezuelan, he's had a little bit of a language barrier, and we've witnessed that. Well, on Friday he was
his
interviewed.
English is perfect, frankly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
He was interviewed on Friday with Sean Daly and was asked if he thought it was a good idea for a gay bachelor. Like, when is ABC going to have a gay version of The Bachelor or Bachelorette? And he said, "I don't think it's a good example for kids to watch that." He basically said that gays are perverts. He then retracted his statement and said, "What I meant by that was gay people are just more affectionate and intense with the way that they love. And I think it might be more uncomfortable watching 20 gays make out than 20 straight people make out." And so, anyways, he's in some
Thank
heat
you,
now.
ABC Legal Department, for giving me that explanation, says Juan Pablo.
Yeah, so he's just getting a little flack for that. But I think a gay Bachelor or Bachelorette would be fun to watch. What do y'all think?
I'm uncomfortable watching straight people
I'm
make out.
I'm uncomfortable watching The Bachelor. I think it's just the most stupid thing I've ever seen. I do. It's a meat market. It's a meat market.
Susie takes a week off. She comes back and she is fired off everything.
You're ready.
Do you watch The Bachelor?
I do. I have.
Why?
Well, you know what? Okay, let me tell you. I know. I'm under the gun now. But let me tell you, I was always one of those people who wasn't like a people watcher necessarily when I was growing up, and I was very naive. I mean, still, I have a naivety towards me, like, and towards life. So I like to watch, like, how people act when the other people aren't watching them, you know, what they say behind here, behind someone.
But these people know what they're doing. It's all staged. It's all bunk. So it's not real stuff.
That's not entirely true.
Yeah.
Oh, sure it is. You got a camera on the guy.
Ask the girl who does reality TV.
know.
It's not entirely true. It's not all staged.
All right, but let me ask you something.
It's not staged at all. It's not. Well, I can't speak for The Bachelor, but I can speak for Courtney Loves Dallas, and it's not staged. But here's where people go and say it is staged. Yes, there's a camera crew who knows where you're going. They know when I leave the studio today, not saying I'm filming, I will be headed to have lunch with somebody. They know what restaurant I'm going to, so they can already be there to get me walking in. They have my schedule. So
they do, but they also know how you're going to respond in a situation. And then they have the power to edit what they want to keep that you said.
Yeah, but I sign off that I'm okay with that. So that's what makes me mad, is when girls get upset with, like, oh, it was editing. Well, if they have enough footage to make you look like a jackhole, then you're probably a jackhole. And if they have enough footage to make you look like you're the sweetest, most naive person, then you probably are the sweetest, most naive person. So I think it's baloney when people blame editing.
It is a guilty pleasure watching sometimes, and I think in answer to your question, you know, will we see a gay version of The Bachelor, Bachelorette? Probably.
I hope so.
Probably, you know, sometime soon, I would imagine.
Well, I can't wait
Stuart's
for all
already
of it.
going, their whole channel
Then I want an old age. I want a really old age widower. And we'll have all the young widow women come out. And, you know.
The men come out and have...
It's a good point. Why isn't there a Bachelor, Bachelorette for an older generation?
I think it would be because they're too smart to do it.
Should be auditioning for the next
Bye.
one.